everybody. I'm sorry for that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Blue Mind review. Myself and Lelu
Hello.
are here, back yet again with, I think this is like our third or fourth Critical Role episode, or video, I should say, on the channel.
Possibly.
Lou and I are going to do a review, so far, of Critical Role Campaign 3. Just a quick few heads up. Spoilers! I mean, like, spoilers galore. How could there not be spoilers? I mean, seriously. If you haven't watched Call of Campaign 3 yet, disregard this because technically not are we. I'll get to that in a second. But go get caught up now and then watch this video. Okay, second thing, just an FYI, as of us recording this video, they have released episode 13, I believe it is.
Yes.
Yeah, episode 13 on Twitch. It's not on
which
YouTube.
We've not watched yet.
Yeah, which we've not watched yet because we're still only partway through episode 12.
Yep. Halfway through 12.
Yeah, we're about halfway through 12. Life has been crazy. We haven't had time to finish it up yet and watch 13. But we're doing this anyway, because why not?
Yeah. Especially because of the reveal in episode 11.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That we basically fucking called.
I don't remember what things we called. I mean, let's just get right into that, because, like, I remember in episode 30 of the podcast, we talked, it was right before the campaign aired, we talked about, like, our hopes and beliefs and predictions for what the campaign might be like.
Yeah.
And I think we got a couple things right. Was it there where we called the Travis werewolf thing? Or was that some other time?
I think it was me saying that Travis said he wanted to be a werewolf artificer or something. That's what he was going for.
Which, I mean, well, Chetney's not an artificer. We now know Chetney's not even a rogue. Chetney is a blood hunter. A freaking all of the Lycan blood hunter, as a matter of fact.
Dude. Was he small?
And that, I just imagine.
Did they ever tell you how small he was?
Isn't he? It's been confirmed by like in game that he's shorter than Orem.
Yeah.
I think is he shorter than FCG though? I don't know.
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, come on. A guy like a character like Chetney has to be the shortest one. It's the only way that makes sense.
That's true.
Well, I mean, or let me rephrase. It's like the best way to play that character is if he's just like the shortest guy, which makes it so much better when you see this tiny little old man gnome.
Start stripping off in the middle of a fucking battle.
Start in the middle of a battle with a character who is, by the way, is named the Nightmare King, and looks like if Jack Skellington couldn't sing and was also the embodiment of nightmares.
Yep.
Just starts to strip almost nude, and then turn into a goddamn 2-foot tall werewolf. Just imagine that scene, because that's what we saw.
Oh god, no, wait. Chetney turned into a werewolf and FCG was turned into a turtle.
Yes. FCG got turned into a turtle. Yeah, FCG did get turned into a turtle. Which was fucking hilarious watching. It's like I love how like no one made an effort to like help FCG like either become not a turtle again or get him to safety. They were just like, he's just there now.
Didn't Chetney pick up the turtle? Or was it someone else that picked up?
I think I want to say it was Chetney. With the turtle.
A werewolf with a turtle.
It reminds me of that moment. Like getting turned into like a turtle in combat. Reminds me of that moment from campaign 2 when I want to say it was the frostworm or something, or maybe it was someone else. When they got like a really tough enemy got polymorphed into like a bunny or a turtle or something, and it was just like boop boop trying to hurt them but it couldn't.
I just watched something from campaign 1
Yeah,
the other day. I think it was episode 16.
yeah.
And Keyleth turns a wyvern into a bunny.
Into a bunny.
Yeah.
I'm
When
sure.
they're on
I'm
the
sure she did.
skyship. When they're on the
Oh, I
skyship.
remember the game. I remember that happening in the. I don't remember the bunny thing.
Yeah,
Because the only scenario knowing Vox Machina, the only thing I could see happening from that is they turn it as it's in the air, not above the airship, and it just goes. Boo!
That's where it went. Because Travis went, Buddy go splat, buddy go die.
Wait, didn't Travis try to like jump off the ship at something, and he had the chain of returning hanging behind him in that moment?
No, he got pulled off, I think.
Okay, that might have. I don't remember.
I think he got lifted.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
pulled.
we're getting off topic. This is campaign. This is supposed to be campaign 3.
I know, but what you said
I know.
reminded me.
I know.
You went to campaign 2. I went to campaign
1.
You alright, baby girl?
Okay.
Yeah. Ted, stop chewing your fucking paw. Sorry.
It's alright.
Ted! Yeah, you might as well jump.
You good?
Yeah, I think I just scared the shit out of him.
It's fine. Anyway, one thing I want to talk about that is very important that we mention, especially given that Vox Machina is currently airing and they're doing the Briarwood arc. We called it so much about LAUDNA. Oh my god. So LAUDNA has a dead skeletal rat that she puppeteers, not with magic, with
Just with her hands.
Just with her hands and strings. She literally puppeteers it. She named it Pate de Rolo. First off, it is revealed that she was from Whitestone. She's from Whitestone. She has at this point it's unclear exactly how many levels in each class she has, but she has but we know she's a warlock sorcerer multi-class.
Yeah.
Her sorcerer subclass is shadow magic, and her warlock subclass I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know if we've been able to fully confirm this through deduction and such, but it's the Undying. Which you can see where this is going.
I'm fucking telling you, it's Lady Briarwood.
Yeah. You can see where this is going because
it's Lady Briarwood in a different body who has lost her fucking memory.
Yeah, she supposedly
because isn't she trying to recover some memories?
I don't know.
I'm sure she's trying. Someone's trying to recover some memories, I think. Well, it's either Imogen or LAUDNA.
Imogen's trying to do the thing with her Red Storm Dream, but
yeah,
well, because we know LAUDNA was from Whitestone.
Mm-hmm.
She had a friend who she had a crush on a boy who was not Percy. I swear to God, if she had a crush on Percy.
Dude, if it was Percy. You saw all the fucking you saw all the cast members' eyes twitch
It's
when
like,
she went. She had a crush on someone.
should I crush on a boy from Whitestone?
Mm.
But no,
Everyone went.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll have to go back and double check like the specifics of it, like when things happened. But we know that Laudna, I want to say it was either during the original attack on Whitestone, like when the Brightwoods first took Whitestone, or like in one of like the smaller rebellions that failed during or sometime, I
Well,
think.
didn't Marisha confirm that Laudna did die?
Yeah, lot in game. It's been confirmed in game that Laudna died. Um, we do know that like she
How
died,
she come back to
and then
life?
I can't remember if how she said she came back or if she has explained that yet.
I
But
don't know if she explained that.
she explained that. But we do know that both the well, actually, no. We definitely know that she died before Vox Machina got to Whitestone. We know that.
Yes, we do.
It's on. I at the moment don't remember if it's known or unknown when specifically she was brought back. But we do know because Orem is part of the Arashari. Keyleth is leading the Arashari. So there's a connection from Orem to Keyleth to Whitestone through that. Who ironically, both funny thing, both Keyleth and Laudna are played by Marisha. So it's a funny thing there.
Oh yeah.
But based on an interaction between Laudna and Orm, we know that Laudna, prior to talking with Orm, did not know that the Dorolos had returned and Vox Machina came back to Whitestone. That doesn't really I mean, like, depending on how you think about it, an argument could be made for like either side of was it before or after Vox Machina that she was raised. Personally, I think it makes a bit more sense that she came back before Whitestone, probably or possibly even during Vox Machina being at Whitestone. Because we know that it's throughout the entire time of the Briarwood's reign in Whitestone, and even more so like in the weeks and during the time of Vox Machina being there, that Lady Briarwood raised a bunch of undead and such. Who's to say Laudna somehow wasn't caught up in that and got brought back? Maybe not necessarily undead.
Oh yeah.
Or as like not undead in the sense of like a straight up zombie type of thing, but maybe not fully alive either. Because I doubt that Laudna is fully alive. I think she's probably in some weird in between state. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, I doubt it was like a game mechanic or anything. It was probably just some weird gag that they just met or whatever, just didn't decide to make a check for something. But Laudna was literally able to eat mold that was probably years old off of a very old like bag they found on top of a roof.
Yummy.
And nothing bad happened to her. So
well, I'm on the crit roll recap.
Hey.
And
I haven't watched it yet.
What? What do you mean you've not watched it yet?
Me?
No, this is like episode 6.
Well, I know that. I'm saying I haven't watched the recap yet.
It's not a watch thing. It's a read.
A what?
It's written.
Okay, what does it say?
Laudna hears a voice in her head warning her that some things are meant to be kept secret. Laudna is amused and flippant with a D, telling her that she didn't say anything that wasn't public knowledge.
Wasn't public knowledge.
Yeah.
That that
And
that makes
also, Dee has apparently never hurt her, but threatened to take her gifts away.
me think that like I mean that's technically not a confirmation, but Delilah Briarwood is what I'm thinking.
That's exactly what Danny Carr has written down at the final thoughts. Holy shit, y'all! Is Delilah Briarwood talking to Laudna in her head? What does this mean?
Well, like there's a lot of theories, but like my current theory is that like my personal belief is, well, it's twofold. I'll get to the second part in a bit, but the first one I want to say, obviously, Delilah Briarwood, I believe, is somehow, probably through some lingering rituals or magics during Vecna's ascension period, is Laudna's warlock patron.
Deity, yeah.
I don't think
Not deity, sorry, patron, yeah.
Yeah, patron.
Oh shit.
This is, and I can't remember if this was just me doing my normal thing of coming up with the craziest theory possible, or if it was like something that happened in the thing that made me think so. But hearing the line, "I haven't told him anything that's not public knowledge," made me when she says that, I get the impression not public knowledge isn't referring to, oh, the rest of the yet to be named Campaign 3 group, they don't know things, nor do the people of Drusar or in Marquette. There's obviously things they don't know. I don't think that's what Laudna was referring to. I think she was referring to public knowledge in the eyes of the people of Whitestone. Like there's probably something that Delilah knows, something that Laudna knows, that Percy, that Vex, that the people of Whitestone don't know. Because obviously there's things that Whitestone would know that the Mighty Nine wouldn't know, or that Campaign 3 would not know, and vice versa. You know?
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, I get you. Bloody hell.
And to compound on that, the part of me coming up with the craziest theory, I don't remember if I had any even evidence to think of this, but there's a part of me that is curious, is like, Pate DeRollo has his red name Pate DeRollo has is partially dead, with so much magic connected to Vecna and the Briarwoods, died during the I think the original assault of Whitestone, and it's making me think, is it possible that Laudna is the daughter of the Briarwoods?
She bloody could be. That's what I've been thinking. But I've also thought, what if Pate DeRollo is fucking alive?
The rat? That, I mean, I want to put past Matt.
Delilah Briarwood is in the fucking head of that thing.
It's true. Like,
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
No. I completely get that. It's like a possibility. I don't know. It's like Matt kind of did a similar thing in Campaign 2 with Artagan and the Traveler turning out to be Sprinkle. Like, I want to put past Matt to do like something similar. I don't know if he would. I don't know if he would though, because it's having Delilah secretly be Pate, or and like having the Traveler secretly also be
Yeah, I know what you
penitent,
mean,
you know?
but it is a possibility,
So, the thing,
and it'll be so fucking weird.
well, and the reason I'm skeptical about all of this though with LAUDNA is because Matt Mercer hid for over 5 years on stream, and even in 2 further years before that Kiva's mom was still alive. Remember?
Well, shit. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because that's just been mentioned in campaign 1 too.
Sorry?
That's just been mentioned in campaign 1 as well, that where I'm watching it. On episode 16, Keyleth said her mum disappeared.
Yeah. Because it was believed the entire time that when Kiva's mom went to the water plane, she died in her armente.
Yep.
She didn't. She just got sucked into
Through the portal.
She got sucked through a portal that over to Rumblecusp and had her memory just deleted pretty much.
They're pretty much wiped.
So yeah, and Matt was able to hide that for so long. And if he's able to do something like that,
I mean, he even hid it from Marisha.
He hid it from his wife.
Oof. Oof.
He hid it from his wife. In the character thing, it's about, yeah, which I mean, like,
I would not have liked that car journey home.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's just like
Marisha, don't talk to me. You're sleeping on the couch.
no,
Okay.
like if Matt is able to pull off something like that, and Matt being the other genius of a DM he is, he has to know that people are making all these connections, all these theories about LAUDNA and Delilah Briarwood and the Rolos and all these things. And to be honestly, to a degree, Marisha has to know them as well, because she created LAUDNA. So I was like, I'm wondering, well, there's two things I'm wondering. A, how much does Marisha know about LAUDNA's story? Because it sounds, because like most of the things that have been revealed about LAUDNA have been revealed via Marisha. Which makes me wonder, if Marisha knows all these things, how much does Marisha truly know? How much does Matt know beyond that? And given the fact that they probably both know that people are making these theories, and knowing that they have to throw in some unexpected twist that people could never expect, no matter how much of a theorist you are, what is like, eventually there's going to be essentially like a nuclear bomb of a reveal with LAUDNA. There would have to be.
That's so
what
weird.
will that be? Like it's like hell. I'll call it now. And then like fuck it, I'll call it now. Turns out that LAUDNA is secretly Vax reincarnated. You heard it here first. I swear to God, that somehow turns out to be true.
Don't do that to my poor boy. My poor boy. Twinsies.
Oh, I have all of them.
I don't. I've got Grog and Vax.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck, like everything about LAUDNA. Oh my God.
Well, think about it. Even fucking Danny Carr is thinking it's Delilah Briarwood.
I don't know what I'm more terrified for. The moment that like the entire cast just straight pulls a gun on Matt for whatever happens, ends up happening with LAUDNA. Because there's gonna be something. No, here's what we'll see. It's like I can't talk. Like a year and a half from now, they're on like episode 117. Turns out that Laudna is like the soul of Delilah, Silas, the daughter they never had who died, and Vax just all merged into one soul somehow, because why not? Everyone just starts screaming, but Taliesin is just pure silence. And then you see black smoke rise out of his body as a raven mask just ascends straight out of hell and covers his face.
Oh God. What if Delilah Briarwood was pregnant when she died?
That's theory I've had, but like,
But then again, Silas was a vampire. Would he be able to?
That's like a weird thing, like, because like if like heck if Silas was a vampire when he died, or when
No, I mean, Silas got turned into a vampire, which we've basically just seen on the TV show.
Yeah, Silas ended up becoming a vampire, so like there's so many different possibilities of it if Laudna is the daughter of Silas and Delilah. You know, like what would that? I just had a theory.
Spill, please.
What if Laudna is not the daughter of Silas and Delilah, but is one of the deceased Derolos somehow raised from the dead?
Well, shit.
And she doesn't know it. And it could explain in a weird way, like it would have to somehow tie into Percy in like an extremely major way. Like I personally, like I'm sure Matt could come up with a way where it relates to Percy, but also doesn't. Yeah. I personally don't know how that would happen, but I believe Matt could.
Holy shit.
But like,
oh my god.
Like if she died when the Briarwoods first took Whitestone, and then maybe somehow with Delilah's magic at some point with her whole thing with Vecna, whatever, Laudna was raised. And then something that happened, and something maybe as part of that combined with whatever happened with the sealing of Vecna and all that, Delilah was killed yet also turned into a into like the Warlock patron. Well, like here's the thing: Warlock patrons can take many forms. They don't always have to be these weird extraplanar entities.
Yeah.
For all we know, Delilah Briarwood might not have a physical or even metaphysical form. It could literally just be the idea of Delilah's It could literally just be the idea of Delilah's consciousness, and part of that consciousness is in Laudna's head, and is in the remnants of Delilah's power are what Laudna's powers are. Assuming this is all true, it's a really crackpot theory, but it could also explain why
like we all know Matt's a crackpot.
True. It could also explain why like Delilah. This is all assuming that it actually is Delilah. Technically, we don't know. We just know it's someone named D.
From Whitestone.
True. But like if it is Delilah, it could also explain why like she is like telling Lana like don't tell people all this public knowledge, or don't
yeah, I don't get that.
Tell people all these things. Like
what's public knowledge? Is Delilah Briarwood dead? Is that public knowledge?
I assume it would be public knowledge, yes.
I'm so fucking confused. But I'm so intrigued.
Or like what Matt actually, you know what would be a really would be like a really big brain move here? Matt is purposely putting all of this like focus and such on Laudna being connected to the Briarwards that he's secret that like, okay, no one's paying attention to fuck it, no one's paying attention to FCG. I'll make him the BBEG or something. Why not? Like putting everyone's focus on Laudna so they don't pay attention to anything else, and he just kind of work in the shadows. That would be a crazy thing. Like the entire thing with Delilah is just a red herring.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the thing about with FCG was it on episode 11
That what
when he
happened?
was basically gonna put like a fucking face mask on?
Oh my god. Oh, was that? No, that was 12, I think.
Was that 12?
It was either 11 or 12 because they were talking about.
Is that it's when they're getting dressed?
I think that was. I want to say that was 12.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a little mini robot.
Just like I want to see. Now remind me again. Why were they going to the ball? It's because they were. I remember they were doing some like investigating stuff for Lord Esteros. I can't like what they were, what or who they were specifically investigating.
Page 1. Question: did they tell?
Yeah.
Of the quorum. Hold on. Almost. Blah, 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 blah. Esteros has little love for this man and likes the idea of undermining his influence at the upcoming ball.
Which man?
Armand Treshy?
Armand Treshy. Was that? Is that the Nightmare? No, that's not the Nightmare King's name.
No.
That was the guy who wasn't Armand Treshy the guy who like owns the shop, whatever that Chetney had broken into, and the Nightmare King's like basement was located within.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they're investigating it. Fuck. Like that's another thing. Kind of on that topic, but also slightly not. Pretty much damn near everything this point has connected to the Ludus twins.
The Loomis twins, yes.
Loomis twins in their murder.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember you and I, during like when we were watching like it was either episode 11 or the parts we've watched of 12, we were talking about how like almost everyone's backstory has connected in some way to the murder of the Loomis twins. So anyway, like pretty much like everyone's backstory is connected in some way to the Loomis twins almost. You have Orem, who had the very strange attack on Keyleth's life and Zephyr, like I think it was like either 2 years ago or 5 years ago or something. And then just nothing, and like obviously it was a failed attack, and nothing came of that after. And then the Loomis twins were killed in a similar manner.
Yeah, that's true.
We know that the Nightmare King recognized Fern.
Yeah.
That the Nightmare King
recognized Calloway.
Yeah, the Nightmare King recognized Fern, called her Calloway.
And
we know that the Nightmare King is in some way a Fae-related creature.
I know, that's so weird.
Imogen was researching her at the end of episode 11. She was researching the recurring dream she had of like the red lightning storm. Her mother was one of the chief like subjects or authors of the study that she found out about in the book. And the last people to have checked out said book were the Loomis twins.
And they'd also there's also pages missing.
Yeah, now here's the thing. I actually do remember this. It wasn't ever explicitly said that the Loomis twins were the ones who ripped out those pages. The party, like I believe, because that was a
no, it didn't say that. It just said that the
the pages
last
were
people
missing.
to look at the book was the Loomis twins, and those pages are missing. So
True. So either like the Loomis twins, it can be knowing Matt. The Loomis twins definitely saw that part.
hmm.
It's like either they Loomis twins saw it and just didn't report it, or they were the ones who tore the pages out. But we have that. We know that Ashton works for the lady that put out the bounty on Dorian's brother.
Yeah, what's he called? Cyrus
something like
Wyvernwind?
something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And his is Bronte.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I fucking called it. He's got a different fucking name.
Yeah, and we have that. I feel I want to say there was some connection to the Loomis twins somewhere with that, but like
maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry for the yawning.
that's
Oh,
all right.
yeah, it's 2:00
It's
in the
fine.
morning.
Hey, like I want to say there was some like, connection with all of that happening there. Like I can't think of it, and it was well, actually,
I don't know.
maybe in like a really weird way. Because we know that 20,000 gold isn't. I don't think Matt said it was like an unheard of bounty, but it's like the kind that would draw attention to from people. Orm had been looking for the anger. I believe it was Orm who was looking for that. It turns out the anger was like one of the people who was looking into the bounty on Dorian's brother. And so like through that, there has to be a connection to the Loomis twins somewhere.
I don't know. I to be honest, this campaign's just like fucking with my brain.
There's so many weird things happening.
This campaign is fucking with my brain. As soon as Bertrand Bell fucking died, I was just like,
fucking Bertrand Bell.
Are you kidding me? And then Travis left, and we were like, what?
They brought back Bertrand. He died. We called Chutney being a werewolf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we called that easily. Because I kept saying that exactly what Travis has like said, that he wanted to be a werewolf before. I was like, he's gonna fucking do it. But when he turned out to be a fucking gnome rogue, I was like, well then, maybe not.
He was a rogue, and like when we watched that moment, we rewound that a couple of times, and like at the time of it happening, it showed in the lower left corner. It showed like Chetney's stats. He had Chetney, like level 4, well, like 4 or 5, whatever they were. Rogue.
4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, at the time they were 4. Between episodes 11 and 12, they leveled up to 5.
Yeah, they did, because there's a video on YouTube.
Yeah. And literally, and the thing it changed, like as like Chan was like, and Travis like, and I transform, yada yada. You could literally see like the picture of the old man elf gnome Chutney transformed into like an old man wolf, and it said Chutney. It went from rogue and it changed to blood hunter.
And we just went,
okay.
We got it! We did it! We can read your minds, Matthew Bassa!
Yeah.
Also, the funny thing is, though, I think Liam might have called it as well.
How so?
Well, remember like a couple of episodes ago, because they were all thinking Gurge was a werewolf?
Oh yeah, they were thinking Gurge was a werewolf.
Yeah, and then Liam turned to Travis and went, oh, you missed your chance of being a werewolf.
I remember that. I remember that.
And Travis was like, shit. I was like,
The only
hmm.
I don't know if anyone would have remembered it, but like 3 some weeks later, as soon as the thing happens, Travis just goes to Liam. Do you still think I missed my chance? Say it to Liam.
Yes. Oh my god. It was so funny when Liam said that because I was just like,
Just wait.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, now Liam, why would you say that? And then, because everyone was saying Gurge is a werewolf. And then I was just like, hold on.
Gurge still was the.
Yeah, yeah.
That Gurge did turn out to be a werewolf. It's just.
But he's not the one who turned Chetney.
He wasn't the one who turned Chetney, and there was a whole thing about Gurge like just making Chetney swear and everything. It's like don't turn anyone.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, fucking Fern's just like, oh, you can bite me. I'm like, fuck.
I feel like there's a part of me that thinks that Matt just did that specifically so he didn't have to deal with multiple people being werewolves.
I don't know, but I think Fern is just, oh my god.
I love Fern.
I can't cope. I can't cope. she's
Can we just also talk about how
she's
about
so
Mr.
unpredictable.
Can we just take a moment to talk about Mr. and the fact that he literally just throws his own flaming shit at people?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been funny. Mister on one shoulder, fucking Chetney on the other shoulder on Fern.
I mean, yeah.
They're probably about the same height. Oh my god.
What else did we miss? I feel like there was more.
The new Pumat Soul.
Yes.
That's episode 12, but yeah.
Episode 12. Marwa. God, yeah. I can't make sounds today.
It's Marwa, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a fucking cool shop. And LAUDNA just wants to be friends.
A crashed pirate ship that was turned into a shop.
A crashed pirate ship. Dude. Ford?
Oh my god. Like it turns out like buried no, here's what's gonna happen. Because we know like through having been said many times that the shop is just a pigsty. No one knows where anything is. Hey, Matthew Mercer, if you're watching and you're real and you A, haven't already recorded it yet, and B, just really want to fuck with the players, what you do is when they like clear up some stuff, they'll notice that there's like a pile of loose boards, and underneath it they find the corpses of Ford and Jester. Kissing though, kissing. So they died in love. They died in love, of course.
Oh god.
Okay, you called me demented when you think me demented, but need I remind you that Matt confirmed in the campaign 1 wrap up, he was fully willing to have an undead Keyleth.
Wait, what?
Remember in campaign 1 after the Whitestone arc when Keyleth stuck her hand into the orb beneath Whitestone? She rolled. First off, no one knew she was alone, and no one even knew she was down there. She rolled a nat 20 on her check to pull her hand away. Had she not done that, she would have died when they got to Vecna. Keyleth would have been undead, and they would have had to fight her. Matt had said he was fully willing to do that.
Also, there was another thing that kind of pointed to Whitestone in a way.
Yes.
FCG mentioned Ziggurat.
Ziggurat, hold on.
And that's the only thing I know about that.
No, hold on. I think I know. I know exactly the one you mean, and let me just double check a thing real quick. There's a certain spell I'm trying to figure out. Okay. He, he was specifically a small clay ziggurat.
Mm.
Yep. Being fifth level now. A small clay model of a ziggurat is one of the spell components for the spell Tongues, which is a which among other classes is a third level cleric spell.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and since they just leveled up to fifth, FCG probably was looking to get that spell.
Ah, right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, because the only thing I fucking know about the ziggurat is the bloody whitestone
Yeah.
thing. So
I mean, there's
I
still
was like,
like you do know that they didn't have a clay ziggurat in Marvel's shop, so there's still a chance for Matt to produce a clay ziggurat that is a perfect replica of the ziggurat beneath Whitestone. That could still happen.
Also, Laudna just being like desperate to be Marwa's friend.
Hell, I'm desperate to be Marvel's friend. Marvel sounds awesome.
Yeah, but she like promised to come back with baked goods. Do you remember?
They were gonna find that one baker and come back.
Yeah, and I think that's where we stopped.
Something around that, yeah.
Oh dear.
I just want to figure out like, well, just two things right now. Okay, let me rephrase. There's a lot of things I want to figure out right now, but two things like in the immediate future that I want to figure out that I think actually might have in the immediate future. B, what the heck is going to happen at this ball? Because everything has been leading up to the ball. The Ludus twins have been being there, and all of that. And B, what the heck is their team name going to be?
Didn't they have a name?
They haven't had one yet. Not one officially. Because
I thought they were called the Nobodies.
I think they like jokingly said that. I don't know.
Because if that is actually their name, I'd be like,
I fucking swear to God.
Can't you pick a better one?
But no, like we know it's coming soon because what happened was I mean, I don't know at what point they were going to do it because like they said they were going to draft up the official contract with Lord Esteros, and when they did that, they would have the official group name.
Wait, I'm sure they've done that.
I think I have to double check. I'm pretty sure it happened in episode 12. It might have been late episode 11. Was that episode 11 or 12 when they went to Lord Esteros and they said how like I think he had drafted up the contract.
Yeah.
But part of the thing was they would have to sign under whatever the group name was. And I think they postponed doing that because they had a week until the ball.
Yeah, and they didn't know the name.
They didn't want to know the name yet. And I think he said the name was going to be announced at the ball. Because, like, and introducing. Yada yada.
Oh, okay. We definitely need to catch up.
You do. Hard cut. Hard cut till 2 weeks from now when we've caught up.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm kind of glad that they have a break at the end of the month, though, because it means we can catch up.
It does give us time to catch up, yeah.
I mean, this is the first time that I've ever been, like, having to wait for episodes.
Yeah. but no. And so, like, so I lost my train of thought there.
You're all right, buddy.
Yeah, I just lost my train of thought, but
it's okay.
I am excited for like. Actually, no. Let's talk about another thing. Because I don't think they've explicitly said, yes, we are definitively doing this, but a lot of the signs point to them doing this. The lady that Ashton works for gave them a job, right? If I'm thinking, they have to go like a few days out of the city to.
Yes. Yes.
I can't remember. All I remember is they had to go a few days out of the city to some place for some purpose. I can't remember right now.
I'm sure Ashton said it was to rob something.
We have to rob the skull of the water, bro.
Oh, God. We now take you back to Whitestone.
I'm just waiting to see like a.
Wade, I'm just waiting for the day that Matt announces that LAUDNA is somewhat related to fucking Delilah. And we're just going to be on call going, we fucking knew it!
The one thing I just like, the one thing that like part of me is going to be always afraid of is like, I don't want all of that to be a red herring.
What do you mean?
Like, there's so many connections between LAUDNA and the Briarwoods and Whitestone. I want like whatever it means. I don't want it to be a red herring. I don't want it to like, oh, maybe like turns out, oh, D is short for Denise. And she just happens to be a person who lived in Whitestone, but didn't really have a connection with the Dorellos or the Briarwoods.
No, I get you. I get you.
And it turns out it's not Vecna who gives her the power or something. It's just some
Like
man.
being tricking, like being taking us like down the wrong route.
Yeah,
but on purpose.
I hope like there's so many things that are making us believe that in some way LAUDNA's connected with the Broadwoods and Whitestone and all that. I hope there actually is a connection and that's not just a red herring, you know?
Yeah, same. I mean, I don't think Matt would do that.
I don't
think he has done that before.
He hasn't done that, and I really hope he never does. But like, yeah,
But the fucking man with his storytelling, Jesus.
yeah.
How the fuck do you come up with this shit?
I don't know. Like,
oh, you should. You DM.
I do DM, and I have ideas for stuff.
Please do not kill my next character.
I will try not to.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've just got to the Trove of Marwa on like the critical recap.
Yeah.
That's I'm not going any further because that's where we stopped.
Well then stop.
Yeah, I have.
No, get off the page.
I have.
Okay.
I've closed it.
Destroy your computer just to be safe. No, I'm kidding. No,
and then I wouldn't be able to do this.
It's all right. One thing I will say though, I mean, I can't say the last note about LAUDNA because knowing us, we'll come back to it in about 5 minutes. But let's be real here. Matt has said that he said it during the campaign 1 wrap up that when he was like coming up with ideas for campaign 2, he didn't want to just retell a story that's already been told, you know? Like he wants he wants stuff to be their own thing. So
yeah, I get that.
Like what my hope for LAUDNA's backstory is that all these connections with the Briarwoods and Whitestone stuff actually mean something. And assuming that is true, my belief is that it's not going to be some weird retelling of Percy's backstory.
No, it won't be a retelling.
Well, like not necessarily retelling, but like
because it'll be like just I don't think it'll involve Percy.
It could involve. It's highly likely it could involve Percy, depending on how it goes, depending on what the details are. because we are only on episode 11. Well, okay, no, technically, sorry, not 11. We're part through episode 12, and episode 13's been released.
Yeah,
Even
13's been
still,
released.
that's not that much.
It's not
Like,
compared to 140 episodes.
yeah, and like, you could make the argument that Caleb's entire or as far as Liam was aware, Caleb's entire backstory was revealed in episode 18 of Campaign 2. That was it. In my personal belief, an extremely early time for something like that to happen. Granted, it was a natural thing that happens with Caleb like wanting to make that deal with Bo to get in the library and all that, but it was still quite early on and unexpected.
Oh god, yeah.
And so it's believed that like there's still, yeah,
we're gonna be fucking just guessing like for months to come. I guarantee it. We should start writing these guesses down though.
We should. No, what's gonna happen is, and this would be a crazy thing to do. Okay, I don't know if this is so much as a thing that I think they would do, as much as it is a thing that I definitely would do.
Okay.
But I just imagine it comes to be Halloween of 2022. They're deep into LAUDNA's backstory. It turns out she's like some weird acolyte of Vecna, and all that stuff. On Halloween, but for the Halloween episode, Matt dresses up as Vecna. Travis and Laura reprise their costumes as Delilah and Silas. Because why the fuck not? Percy is Percy is Percy again. You know what I mean. Talison's Percy.
Taliesin is Percy.
Taliesin dressed up as Percy because why not? Marissa doesn't need to dress up. She can dress up as Lana if she wants, but I doubt she would need to for the purposes of this joke.
Liam Vax.
Liam
Raven Vax.
Yeah, Liam dresses up as like that weird necrotic Raven Vax that appeared in the Dalen's Closet one shot. As like the version of Vex that having been killed by Vecna.
Oh, mama.
Yeah. Who else are we missing? Or Ashley. Sam would probably there's no reasoning with him when it comes to a costume. Let's be honest with ourselves. Sam's just gonna probably be like, he'll probably just be like a generic zombie with like with just a bunch of like weird like Halloween themed Christmas lights right around his crotch.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. I don't know what Asher would be.
Pike.
Pike wasn't too. I mean, yeah. Boston, maybe. Pike being the cleric is like directly opposed to the undead and necrotic Briarwoods, but like Pike and her backstory didn't directly have too much connection with that.
True.
Oh, someone could be Orthax.
Or she could be Cass.
She could be Cassandra. She could be Ripley. Well, that would be Percy's backstory. We're talking about Laudna's thing. Yeah. But Taliesin would have to be Percy.
Yeah.
Because it was all related through Percy's backstory. And it being the Briarwoods have to be there too. Matt is Vecna. Matt just comes up with some in-game reason to have Sam and Ashley, their characters, not be there for that day. I can't think of another Briarwood-related costume.
That would be so mean.
Be like, okay, your characters die.
How about Stonefell and Anders? They can be them.
I mean, I don't want to have them rip out their tongues to be Anders, so...
Yeah, that was brutal.
But yeah.
That was very brutal.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
No, I can't. I mean, there is only 13 episodes, and we've only seen 11 and a half.
That's true.
And there's a lot to take in.
There was a lot to take in and a lot that we barely even know.
But
it probably seems like there's a lot to take in, but to be honest, we probably know very little.
Yeah. But I reckon we should start writing these guesses down.
I agree.
Because if somehow we guess again, then I'm just going to be like, right, what the fuck is going on?
Are we psychic?
Are we in Mrs. Brain?
We might be.
Oh, hell.
Okay. Should we call it there then?
Oh.
Yeah?
Hey, wait, when you coming to Wales?
No idea. Why?
Andy Circus?
Oh, I saw that. Don't worry. I did.
Yeah, no, I can't go either. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, that was good. We got through a lot.
That was a discussion.
That was long.
That was.
So much for me saying, oh, it'd just be a short one, about 10 minutes long. Yeah. Hour and a half later.
I have no call. Okay. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, thank you for joining us for this Blue Mind review.
Yeah.
Join the discussion in the comments. Continue the discussion. Is LAUDNA secretly just Vesper DeRollo? Who knows?
Is she Percy's mom?
Is she Percy's mom? Is LAUDNA Vecna's mother?
Oh my God. Okay, I think now we're overtired.
I think we need to stop. We need to stop. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining us. And
bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you all.